Hi, I'm Kathy at the Air Zoo, and I want to read you a book called Trash and Recycling in preparation for Earth Day, which is April 22nd. In the bin, every day people throw away things that are empty, broken, used, or just not wanted anymore. The amount of trash that is thrown away grows and grows. Each person throws away about 7 times their weight in trash every year. A load of garbage. Trash comes from many places. People in houses, schools, and offices throw lots of things away. Factories, farms, and building sites make trash too. There's even trash floating in space. It is mostly pieces of old rockets. Most trash is thrown into trash cans, but sometimes it is dropped on the ground or dumped in rivers and seas. Dumped trash cans spreads disease and can cut or poison wild animals. Collection time. Trucks come to take away trash that has been left out in trash cans and bags. This truck has a special lift that picks up big cans and empties them into the truck. There's a shovel and a panel inside the truck. A shovel scoops trash in and packs it against the panel. As the truck fills, the panel slides back to make more room. More trash is added and squashed up inside the truck. The city of Venice in Italy has canals instead of streets, so its trash is collected in boats. On the move. When trash has been collected, it is taken to a place called a transfer station. Trucks dump their loads of trash down a deep chute at the transfer station. A heavy metal ram pushes the trash into enormous metal boxes. Long, flat trucks carry the boxes to places where the trash will be buried or burned. At some transfer stations, boxes are loaded onto ships or trains instead of trucks. Some trains can carry more than 200 boxes of trash. Buried deep. The boxes of trash are emptied out at a place called a landfill. The trash is spread out and squashed by a compactor truck. The compactor's wide spiked wheels flatten the trash. Diggers spread soil over the top of the trash. The next day, new boxes of trash are added to the landfill, and the landfill grows bit by bit until it looks like a hill. Full landfills are covered with grass. Soon there won't be enough land left to build new ones. Up in flames. Some trash doesn't go to the landfills. Instead, it is burned in an incinerator. Trucks dump trash into a deep pit at the incinerator. A grabber picks up the trash and feeds it into a huge fire. Ash from the fire is put in a truck and taken to a landfill. Smoke from the fire goes out of a tall chimney. Hot air from incinerators can be used to heat homes and swimming pools. This worker at an incinerator is checking the fire where the trash is burned. His face is covered to protect it from the heat. Dangerous waste. Some trash, such as chemicals and engine oil, can harm people, animals, and the land. This man is carrying a tub that contains dangerous chemicals. The tub is sealed tightly and will be buried in a special landfill. This landfill, where chemicals have been buried, they are covered with a special white powder that seals them underground. Some chemicals are burned in incinerators instead of being buried. Spilled oil can poison water, so it must be cleaned up quickly. Recycling. Some trash can be made into new things and used again. This is called recycling. Paper, cardboard, glass, metal, and plastic can all be recycled. In some places, there are collection trucks that pick up trash that can be recycled. In other places, people take their cans, bottles, and paper to big recycling bins. The collected trash is sorted in factories. These men are checking cans and taking out anything that isn't metal. There is often a symbol like this on things that can be recycled. Melting metal. All kinds of metal can be melted down and used again. These pictures show how aluminum drink cans are recycled. Cans are crushed into blocks, then a machine shreds them. Hot air burns any patterns or logos off the pieces of metal. Next, the pieces of metal are heated until they melt. The melted metal is poured into molds and left to cool. Some metal cans are recycled into car or plane parts. The metal hardens into blocks like these. Each block can be made into more than 1 million new cans. Crushed glass. Used glass bottles and jars can be recycled again and again. Old glass is dumped onto a moving belt at a recycling center. Workers sort the glass and take out big pieces of trash. Heavy rollers crush the glass into small pieces, and a vacuum sucks up any pieces of metal or scraps of paper. Crushed glass is melted and shaped into new containers ready to be filled again. Old glass bottles can be crushed and mixed with gravel to make roads. Piles of paper. When paper is recycled, it is mixed with water until it is a soggy mush. The mush then goes through different stages. It is spun around, staples and other parts fall to the bottom. Next, soap cleans the mush and gets rid of ink and glue. The mush is then sprayed out onto a moving wire screen, and it is squeezed by rollers, dried, and wound into a big roll. Recycled paper is made into all sorts of things. Here it has been turned into bedding for cows. Paper can be recycled several times. Each time it could become a different product. One big roll of recycled paper can make 80,000 rolls of toilet paper. Fantastic plastic. Used plastic bottles can be recycled into soft, fleecy material for making clothes. These pictures show how it is done. First, old plastic bottles are collected and sorted by color. Next, the bottles are cleaned with strong jets of water. Then the bottles are torn into pieces by metal rollers. The pieces of plastic are melted into a sticky mess. Melted plastic is pushed through holes to make long strands. When the strands cool, they are woven into thick material. This material is often used to make warm fleeces like the one this climber is wearing. Plastic bottles that aren't recycled take 800 years to rot away in a landfill. Rotting away. Some trash, such as leaves and vegetable peelings, can be recycled into dark, thick soil called compost. This machine chops up natural waste from people's yards and gardens. The waste will rot and turn into compost. Some people have composting bins for all their fruit and vegetable waste. The waste rots inside the bin. After a few weeks, it has turned into compost. The compost can then be taken out and put on plants to help them grow. Worms can be put into composting bins to eat waste and help it turn into compost. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did.